All right, there's been a lot of talk about the Pistons, possibly trading for um Buddy Hield or Marvin Bagley. But what about De'Aaron Fox? Okay, I thought about this yesterday. I was doing a K Cunningham video. Is that it's possible that De'Aaron Fox could be headed out of Sacramento because they got a lot of guards now. Let's talk about the 411. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk Players for more videos like this. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests, hit me up, man. Help get my numbers up on social media. It's free. Hit that like, subscribe button, whatever the situation is, man. To share you always got permission to share my videos, screenshot, and share them on social media. I ain't really tripping. If you want to use the field channel, I ain't tripping for good, bad, or in between. I really don't care at this point. Okay, but yeah, De'Aaron Fox had also been talking about before I get to the main reason why he also had been talking about he want to win. And obviously people say, well, why did he sign the contract? Because you get more money, if you sign the contract. You got them talking about, him signing Boston or whatever. Uh Him signing, want to go to Boston or whatever. But he basically said he tired of losing and he want to win. You know what I'm saying? And at Sacramento, you historically think about it, when has Sacramento been good outside the Chris Webber era? You know what I'm saying? So, and then the other thing I want to talk about that's feeding the rumors is that Tyrese Halliburton is playing really good for them. You know what I'm saying? And God, we should have took over Killian Hayes, despite what Jay was saying on our last Piston Watch. You can check it on the Piston 101 live playlist and for the playlists. But so it says De'Aaron Fox from the man out Sacramento Kings are at a crossroad yet again. A new interim head coach, relatively new GM, and a lot of players with uncertain futures. GM Monty McNair drafted 2 guards in consecutive draft. They got Mitchell and Tyrese Halliburton despite having De'Aaron Fox on the payroll. So Buddy Hield too, which suggests the executive run the league that Fox would be the main piece for a big move. So they said the Kings will not trade De'Aaron Fox, or this is the money on Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? But now it's hard to heat up because De'Aaron Fox, he said he want to win. I think it's wildly going to see Fox is off the table. I heard a lot of smoke, but it might not be the case at this point. So, because he just made a comment about he tired of losing. Yeah, he just made a comment that like he tired of losing, man. He want to win. Yeah, here you go, right here. I'm about to get the cap lock and all that. He says that not like a week ago. He said that De'Aaron Fox is tired of losing. I hadn't lost until I got here. You know what I'm saying, bro? So he said, man, I hadn't lost until I got here. Fox said his first 18 years of his life, 19 years of his life, every step that I played basketball, I was winning something. I don't know how you do that. Make it to the NBA. Now you just don't care about winning. Everybody talks about how you get paid, blah, 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 blah. Quote, nobody likes to lose regardless of what level you're on. Rather if you're getting paid or you playing for free. Nobody likes to lose. Obviously, everybody wants to win. So, I mean, he already talking about like, bruh, tired of losing. And historically, when has Sacramento been a championship contender? They're a young franchise, I believe, and they got an amazing fan base. Passed up on Luka because a lot of Devos had a personal beef with his father, and they go back to their country. They won. Well, they're not a new franchise. They won in 1951. They was the Rochester Seagrams. They was the Rochester Ibram Seagrams. That was 1923 they came. So, hey, they're not a young franchise. Rochester Pros, Rochester Royals, Cincinnati Royals, Kansas City Omaha Kings, Kansas City Kings. And they moved to Sacramento in 85. Maybe that's why I remember. But they won 5 division titles. That's in 49, 52, 79, 2002, and 2003. Chris Webber years, the end. They won 1 championship in 1951. They were the Rochester Royals. They won 1. Yeah, that's it. And they won no conference titles. So I don't know how that works. You win a championship conference title, but it is what it is. So they've been around and shit. They have minimum success, and they do small markets like that. Man. And they don't care, and they got a great fan base. And ain't like and they start winning, ain't nobody coming. Them fans show up, win, lose, or draw. And they found the home in Sacramento since '85. Maybe people might think about moving. But I mean, their fans are so great there, man. So it's hard to say move. But I mean, when you got a guy that's doing what he's doing, statistically, it's hard. It's hard to pass up, man. No, and left-handed guy, average, almost 22 points a game. He's a scoring guard. He's a point guard. He's a combo guard. He's more of a two. 5 assists, 3.7. Not shoot the three well, 4.5. But maybe this might open the doors for a Ben Simmons trade over there. He averaged over 25 points a game last year. So, right then and there, when you think about drafting a guy like this, you got to have somebody at the one or at the three that can run the show. He's not a guy that can run the show. He's a guy he's a slasher. And he might be part of the reason they not winning. He's somebody that take you off the dribble, get to the rack. He can't shoot the 3-pointer. He's a nigga that get in the paint. He can't even shoot free throws at a grade he should shoot as a guard. 74.1% is the main. So really, it probably do make some sense. Because he not, when people talk about, him being better, he way better than Lonzo statistically. But Lonzo better, point guard. He's a 2. And he need to get better. He's talking about losing. He need to get better at learning how to play the position or shooting. Right now, they could trade him. You think about teams that can use him. Shit, the Lakers can use him. Shit, what I'm saying? He can't shoot though. That's the issue. Just think about some teams out there that can use him. I'm not sure if they want to keep him in the conference, but Philadelphia would be the first place you probably kind of think. But then again, we still got issues with him shooting the ball. He's a willing shooter, but he's not a great shooter. So maybe Miami, Cleveland, maybe Boston, maybe, but he not the guard Boston need. They already got somebody like that, like Dennis Schroeder. And Schroeder more of a true point guard. The Hawks are 11th in the East. Jesus Christ. They young, though. So, I mean, in the East, there ain't a whole lot of competition. Let's Milwaukee get in there, and him and Giannis do the same thing. So he need to go somewhere where he don't necessarily need to shoot the rock. Where shooters around him. He can space it. Maybe Golden State. They had to get him a small backcourt, too, until Clay came back. The Clippers, maybe? They probably don't have access. The Jazz. But that'll get him a small back. But him and Mitchell will be killers, man. Him and Mitchell defeating the Jazz would probably be the best place for him, man. Him and Mitchell are killers. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, ain't a whole bunch of him and Luka might work. Then that's a whole lot of aggressiveness. He need the ball. So, like I said, as far as just ideal fits for him, bro, as far as going places to win, the Clippers might be a place if they can hustle up enough assets to get a third team in there. The Utah Jazz is the best fit. I think the Utah Jazz is the best fit right now. Him, Utah, the Clippers, be great for them. Kawhi can shoot when he get back. Paul can shoot. The Heat might be a good fit. Jimmy can shoot. Robinson can shoot. Hero can shoot. If they can keep him. Those are good fits right there. Those are good fits. But as far as us, man, could he fit? I mean, yeah, people talk about the lack of shooting that we got. But we not finished products. But him and K could work, but then you say who gonna facilitate? You can move K to the, I don't know. They don't have a facilitator, so that'd be the hard thing to get it cranked up. It's getting somebody who could. He's a hard fit, man. You just got to take the talent and make it work. But right now, as far as them, that mean you would have to move like K to the 3. I don't know what you would do, because you would be moving Sadiq Bey off his position. So K either have to be a true point guard and dribble and try to facilitate. But you look at the league, how many people got true guards? I think Harden is more a true point guard than most. Lonzo, Holiday ain't really a true point. He a combo. Uh, Ben is a true point, but he ain't playing around. So I mean, yeah, it might be a point, man. You gotta ask yourself, kid, the kid De'Aaron Fox, do what Chauncey Billups did, and that's go from an aggressive scoring guard to a point guard. Can you make him into a point? So I mean, you gotta hope. You mean that's what basketball's about. Can you develop? You know, so you gotta hold league. That's what it's about. Even guys who like him, who at the brink of being an all star and probably could be a superstar in this league. That's what it's about. You know, but but that's what it's about. It's still about developing. You never too old in the league to learn something new. Remember that you never too young in this league and old in this league to learn something new. And so but overall my opinion on it, bro, I'm all about talent and getting the talent and making it work. But he'll be a great fit for the Pistons, absolutely, bro. Marvin Bagley, I like guys like Bagley, yeah. But Bagley is a risk physically. And then his dad makes him a risk, in his development, just being too vocal. And then you look at Buddy Hield, good player. You plug him in next to Kay Cunningham, you're going, but you still have a facilitation problem there. Oh, if you do able to get, Buddy and Bagley without giving up Jeremy Grant and Sadiq Bey, you're able to get them for I don't know what future picks and whatever else they can give them. Somehow you can do that. Then you can take Bay and you can take um, Bay and Grant and some future compensation and go get Ben Simmons. Somehow you end up with Fox, Cade, and Ben Simmons. You got to figure out how to make it work. Under no circumstances in this deal that you give up the pick next year. Which you can't trade it because Houston got it because it's top 16 protected. You just figure it out. And then at that point, you limit. If you do get the number one pick, you get high enough, you probably limit yourself to getting a 5. So you go out there with the new guy at the 5 or Olenek until we get the new guy ready at the 5. You probably go out there with like Ben at the 4, kind of a combination 4, Kate at the 3, Fox at the 2, and you throw Killian at the 1. Then they just gotta learn to play together. Then they gotta learn to defend together. They gotta learn to be a good individual, then good team defender. So yeah, it's interesting, bro. It's real, real interesting, man, to see how it go. But yeah, I would green light Fox. I like Fox a lot. You just figure out to make it work. You figure out to make it work. Getting depth with those contracts probably gonna get tough, but you figure it out. Olenek is a good guy that can hold you in a minute, but that young guy, you gotta develop him to defend. And I think at that point you'll be on the fast track to win. But like I said before, it's gonna be tough to do without Grant Bay to get Fox. But we see what they can do, man. You gotta let these young guys develop before you break it up. I think Harbaugh signifies at the best. You gotta stick with a guy, no matter how much we bitch and complain about him need to be fired or be released. Sometimes you got to give a guy a good time, enough time to actually do the job. So, like I said before, it might cry for Killian to be released. Honestly, Jay Wright, we got to give Killian the time to develop. In that scenario, it would give him the time to develop. So, it's an interesting thing to do. It's a lot of guys that's going to be available. And to a certain point, you probably got to allow these young guys to develop and see what you got. So that's why Middleton popped somewhere else. That's why Dinwiddie popped somewhere else. That's why Flalo popped somewhere else. So it is what it is. But I like trading for him as well too. But Good player, good player. I like him. You got to shoot the ball better and got to learn to be more of a, for him to come here and play next to Cade, more of a facilitator. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all my social media subscription, Twitter's the password, and Facebook and Instagram. Help me get my numbers up there. Do more content over there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313. That's rolling at the bottom of your screen. All that plus PayPal link in the description. I appreciate everybody that financially support the channel. The best way to donate, comment, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, or you want to chop it up, hit me up on social media. Next to the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. Appreciate the love support. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, more videos like this. Peace.